Good morning.
Good morning. Beleza?
Assim. Oi, tu tem cabo slide em mim. Aqui, ó. Só o cabo.
So as if you bring in the script, it's going to say something. Can you update the script? Yes. So this refers to the rigid body movement thing, changing from just velocity to now linear velocity and spherical velocity. So yes. Can I ask, do I update these? Yes. Okay. It didn't update my script. We can update that ourselves. Okay, first thing I'm going to change is the camera. Size 8.
They take out the light as well.
We can leave it for the moment, but I suppose we won't need it. I'm just going to change the color just slightly. Yeah, you can remove the light, I think.
Passa boa aí, Deus. Aí, vou começar a comprar em casa. 50. Eu posso pagar, né? Chega embaixo, tá? Por isso que eu tô cabelo.
Só não sequei.
Eu vi assim, olhei e falei assim, cara, aí tem gente nova na sala, mano. Aí eu olhei, era a Bárbara.
Ia cortar mesmo, menos trabalho. Só tem um negócio pra tomar, né? O João arrumou no lugar sem trabalhar, sabia? Aí ele invejou assim.
Não, Joel, Joel. Vai rápido. Joel, beijou.
Ali perfeito pra colar.
Pra colar de quem? Isso aí. Isso. Tinha o olho. Tudo perto, eu não quero na prova.
Acho que dá pra colocar ele aí na frente.
Pronto, você nós projetos nós caímos e tá passando. Ele tá com problema, não vai ter que fazer nada. Tem que melhorar só a visão. Olha,
Eu quero saber primeiro. Eles compram um mouse resistente.
Já que já melhorou.
Vou quebrar. Aí eu tenho um pouquinho.
É, que é bom. Eu tô besteira. Eu vi aqui, mano. Galera, bom, cara, não tem coisa mais. Eu ia falar as coisas que eu queria na começo. Usava já. Não, do outro.
Não, tá.
E que ele voltou aqui quarta-feira. Deixa eu ver. Ah, o Bruce de é o Bruce foi mal até. E a Melissa que sabe. Tem. Ele puxou. Talvez eu jogue
Se te dá uma noção, você podia fazer a prova também. Eu te dá uma noção.
Eu faço obrigado. Eu poderia lá.
Beleza, então fechou.
Baixar lá no dia.
Eu acho que mesmo se eu estudar, não dá tempo.
Não, tipo assim, eu ainda preciso estudar, mas eu
Primeiro, eu acho que pelo quê? Tipo, assim,
segunda tá
é
mais
só,
baixo.
é só 20%, ou 20%. Um dia.
E aí o exame vai ser para. É igual a de 90, 20, para garantia.
Eu sentar no meio.
Yeah, it's giving me that warning to tell me exactly what I thought. Velocity is obsolete. It's now linear velocity. So it's a change we'll have to make to update the script.
When we open the script, we just change it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on to the next part of this. We need to bring our assets in. This is a 32-bit game, so our pixels per unit will be 32 for all of these, all the same. But I'm just going to do one at a time. Block undestroyable, the ones we cannot break. If you remember from this example right here, blocks we cannot break, blocks we can. So I can drop a bomb here, and it's going to break the breakable brick, but then that gray one cannot be broken. So that's our static bricks. When we build these in Unity, we need to mark them as static. And the link to play this online, if you want to play it, the research, up on Moodle as well. Hearing other music. So, our static block is this one, block undestroyable, it's called. Pixels per unit, 32. Filter mode point, no filter. Format RGBA. And it's the same for all of our assets, it'll all be the same. Same settings, you can change them all now if you want. And since this is just a single sprite, we don't need to do anything with the sprite editor, it's just one on its own.
Should I use the RGBA32 for the first one?
Everything, I think, is better. It'll just make the colors read better. Yeah. Okay, and then we can bring it into our world, and it should look a decent size. There it is. This needs a collider, so we don't walk through it. So we're going to add a box collider 2D. And lastly, to make it undestroyable, we set static. Because that's the definition. We're going to go between static and non-static, be undestroyable or destroyable.
This thing is like unable to update the following file.
Yeah.
Thursday, March break.
I've got the same error. It wasn't able to do it automatically. We'll have to go through and fix linear velocity. Yeah.
This is for the linear velocity.
I think so, yeah, because it's the only thing I can think of that's changed in the last year. Like, they literally just changed that in September, linear velocity.
They're saying like, are they marked read only?
Read only. Now, I don't think they are, but they might be. Look at the properties. But that doesn't mean we can't edit them. It's still open. Okay, so that's our undestroyable block. Our destroyable block, same process. It's going to be pixels per unit 32. Filter mode, point no filter. Format RGB8, bless you.
Thank you.
The only difference is that this block will not be static. And you can see the size difference. I haven't changed anything. I haven't made pixels per unit. So you can see with pixels at 100, it's much smaller. I'm going to change that right now. Pixels per unit, 32. Filter mode, point no filter. Or GBA, 32. The second I click apply, bam, they're the same size.
Box collider.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely a box collider, because we can walk into this. I can't walk through it. The difference is I can blow it up, so it's not static. Okay, be quiet.
Just like.
So yeah, box collider on this. And don't check static, and then we're done. Okey-doke. Okay, so I'm going to create my level from these blocks. And an important thing for this is that we keep it on round numbers, so having on just random numbers won't really work. Something like this, 7.2, 6.5. I just make that 7 and 6, minus 7. Because it's very dependent on the grid about where the bombs are placed and where the character can move. So round numbers. And if you duplicate and then move by holding control, you should jump 1 unit at a time to keep it on round numbers. And I'm going to make 13 wide, 11 tall as my border. So we just go big here. Duplicating, I hold control. So holding control while you move will snap it to those things. You don't have to worry about round numbers. Control D, duplicate. Got 3. Got 6. Got 12.
Fazer um pouco de strike. Aí te dá skill. You said when you hold control with
Yes. In the move tool, I should say. And you can change your snap grid settings as well if you need it to be different.
we need to have 13 inside.
It's just a guide. You can actually make any shape. The most important thing is that these are on round numbers.
How many blocks?
Well, that's 13.
Aí o dele, tipo assim, você entrava aqui e falava direito. Então, se não ele é da ponta de outra, entendeu? Legal. Mas foi uma coisa, eu não dei nenhuma. Isso é sabe o que?
You see this one as an X. An X of 5 and a Y of 6. They all have the same Y value.
Só da Corinthians só. Bonitinho. E aí ele pega e faz o reload na frente. Que tira back. Each reaction. Mas deixa eu. O projeto foi feito, o projeto foi tempo, vamos dizer. Estou fazendo com calma, eu comi 3 horas, fazendo a minha chamada, tudo. Segui tudo, eu fiz em 2 horas e meia, nossa. Eu já fiz a parte A, né? Tudo, 2 horas e meia, acho que mais meia hora eu faço. vai ampliar para o lado. Dá o controle. Isso aí vai duplicando. Pode pegar tudo o time também. Vou tirar todo o tá? Eu copiei, colei tudo aqui. Já estão aqui. Vocês estão vendo tudo aqui. A produção que ele mudou. Tá no menos 7, 3. Vai dar 3.
Okay, I'm gonna move forward. Basically, just making the level a boundary, a wall. So again, if I keep going back to the original game, we have this wall boundary to keep the level in. Oh, there. Oh yeah, remember that code, guys. But yeah, anyway, this border thing happening all the way around. That's what I'm building, and then you build kind of a grid of undestroyable and destroyable blocks. You can change the arrangement at any point. Okay, and I'm just duplicating, Control D. I'm using my move tool. I hold Control to snap. See, it snaps 1 unit at a time. Control D. Control D. And then I can just be smart and get this whole line, duplicate, bring it down. Be smart again, whole line, duplicate, bring it over. And then yeah, I'm just gonna keep the grid simple. Duplicate and hold Control to move. The insides, these, just duplicate one at a time.
But did it put in a set position?
I'm holding Control the whole time though. So, because I know these are round numbers, -7, -3. But just duplicate.
I see.
Yeah. Okay, and let's do the inferior blocks. So again, they're all round numbers. I duplicate. I hold control as I'm moving. It's still round numbers instead of breaking them in weird ways.
Tem que ser 13, porque ele fez 13 blocos. Eu tenho 3, 10.
And then our destroyable blocks, you can put them in really any arrangement or pattern, just as long as the player has a bit of space to move. You can be quite tactical with the puzzle, but you can trap things inside them. I'm just going to put a few around. At this point, it'd be a good idea to save. Build a bunch of tedious blocks. Scene, yeah, save the scene.
But we will do the unbreakable blocks be randomly. I think the
No,
no.
no, we always know which ones are breakable. Oh, do you mean the placement?
Yes, it's the placement.
You could do that, yeah. Like making a grid for loop and have them randomly populate. Yeah. That wouldn't be that difficult, actually. Now that I think about it. Random range. It's only 2 types. All right, let's work on the character. The first thing I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up here. After Unity here, we got a lot of undestroyable and destroyable blocks. I'm just going to select them all and hide them under an empty parent. For my undestroyable, create empty parent.
Create an empty parent.
Block undestroyable. And do the same for the destroyable blocks. Parent blocks destroyable. Okay, the actual bomberman, let's select his sprite sheet. Same import settings, 32. Point no filter. Format RGBA.
What is that important?
Which?
The point no filter.
Because it doesn't blur it over. I'll show you. Leave it on bilinear. Quick apply. And I bring a character out. It just blurs things slightly. Whereas if I say filter mode, point no filter, crystal clear.
So you could open
Okay, do I need to do the sprite editor for this? It's done automatically. It might be okay as automatic. There's a little bit of overlap. It's taking the top of the head. Okay, I'll slice it again. Cell size 32 by 32.
Nice and smooth.
Mhm.
I bring to the scene this.
Mhm.
How do I slice it? Sorry.
Sprite editor.
Slice, type, by cell.
Yeah.
So that we can bring you one by one.
No, we're going to do animations. So each 2 frames of an animation, walking to the left, walking to the right, walking down, walking up, and idle, standing still. The last one. Because it's 2 exactly the same. Ooh, let's bring these in 2 at a time. Actually, I should check what it says in the script. I suppose it doesn't matter. Cool. Right. First 2, walking left. Bring them in. I'll make a folder for animation. Walk left. And this is very similar to what we did already. Walking left, walking right. Two frames. Walk right. Always 2 at a time. Walk down.
No walk.
And no walk. Yeah, that could work. Walk up. Yep.
What's the speed are you using?
I don't know actually. 0.5? That's a default of 1, right?
No, I mean the animation. Cycles. 2, 5.
Cycles.
Yeah.
Cycles.
Samples.
Oh, samples. Let me take a look for myself. Are you sure what you mean? Yeah, and then no walk. Okay. So you're talking about animations and speed and samples. I don't have anything to do with the samples. Cycle offset. Alright, never mind. Anyway, when you have these 5 animations, and you should be able to see them animating if you press play under play mode. The speed is too fast.
There's 6 for the animation.
It's by them.
Do I select one of these?
Yeah, one of those there.
What? Or select this or this? No. I'd say don't worry about it. Hey, cleaning up, we only need 1 avatar, so we're going to get rid of these extra avatars. I'm just going to keep Bomberman 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. So delete these 4.
The left you want.
We're just keeping 1 avatar. And it's the same with the animation controllers. We only want 1 state machine, and the rest can be deleted. Because they get created for every animation clip. Wow.
Why are you leaving the left one of the static one?
I mean, why does it doesn't matter. Because in the script, we're going to say which is the default state, and the default state will be idle. Yeah, I mean, you could just keep that one, but it's not going to make a difference when we're playing the game.
Okay.
And then, yeah, state machines, get rid of all of them except for 1. And I'm keeping the first one. But again, I could keep any one of them, just make it my main one. You little rebellion. I'm going to keep static them. Fuck you, teacher. You don't know everything.
Oh, I fix it. Connection.
Okay, delete. And then these 3, delete. 4, if I can count. I cannot undo this. Fine. I have 1 state machine and 1 avatar.
Usa muito, né? Está ficando, cara. Eu fiz para mim descobrir que era jogador. Ele tá fazendo tudo isso. Pode ser. Vai ficar fazendo, pode prender ele. Tem a vídeo dele, tira da e com as crianças.
Okay, so parameters and conditions for the animation state machine. This part is confusing to say, So I'm going to refer to the tutorial as much as possible. But yeah, Y value in the positive means moving upwards. Y value in the negative means moving down. X value in the positive means moving to the right of the screen. X value in the negative means moving to the left. So X less than 0 goes left. X greater than 0 means right. So we need those two parameters, two ints. So inside of Unity, I'm going to open the state machine. You can double click and it should open in the animator. Let me maximize this. By default, whatever your first one is. I'm going to add the rest of my animations in here. No, actually, I'll make the parameters first. We're just talking about that. Parameters. Add an int. Name it X. Capital X. Parameter 2. Another int. Y. Capital Y.
Oh, int.
Mm-hmm. Ouch. Yeah.
Bless you.
Woo.
Oh. É porque eu tinha feito dois, eu chutei no lado. Só eu.
Next, I'm going to add the rest of my animations in. So I have walk left in here already. I'm going to add idle. I'll add walk right. Walk down. Walk up. And then this is why I said it didn't matter which animation we were on, because on entry means this is the starting animation. By default, it's walk left because I made my avatar from the walk left one. But we can just change that by right clicking on entry. Set state machine default state. We'll just pick idle or no walk.
I just skipped this.
You skipped that. You're ahead. You're ahead. But one day you might need it. Right, and that's why I refer to this. Because I'm going to say So we're going to use any state to make transitions. I'm just going to make a transition from any state to all of them, basically. Any state to idle, make transition, any state to walk left, any state to walk right, any state to walk down, right click, make a transition, any state walk up. So they're all connected. And then basically these are the conditions we have to set by selecting this little wire, and I have to leave maximize nothing. Can I fit them both on screen? So I'll do them in this order. Y greater than 0 means walk up. So where's walk up? It's here. I'll move it up here. Select the wire, the actual transition wire, and that's where we can add the condition. Y greater than 0 means walk up. Condition Y greater than 0. Need more space.
Why? They're just things.
Then our other settings, transition duration quite small, and turn off can transition to self.
Why is that?
Yep. So going from any state to walk up. Y greater than 0 means walk up. Y less than 0 means walk down. You just work your way through. And they always have the same settings. I say transition duration is 0.1. I always disable can transition to self. It just gives problems, especially with very small, short animations, 2 frames at a time. It can just interrupt itself. So just take that as a given for every single transition, and then these are the actual changes you need to make to conditions. So I'll go back down. Walk down is the next one. Y less than 0 means walk down. I'll add the condition. Y less than 0, and then the same settings.
Aqui dá um scroll, fica bem pequenininho o som que tá falando.
Do you mean you can't see the transition? Do you have the wire selected? Mm.
Ah.
Walk right. Next.
Yeah, I'll do walk right next. Walk right. And the transition, same settings. 0.1. Transition yourself. And then, yeah. X greater than 0 means walk right. X greater than 0. X less than 0 for walk left. So I'll select that wire. X less than 0 and same settings. 0.1. Position to self. And the last one, the idle, is the only one that takes both conditions. X equals 0, Y equals 0. It means nothing is changing. Same transition. Add a condition, X is equal to 0. Add another condition, Y is also equal to 0. Okay, so save the scene at this point. And when we come back after the break, we're going to update those scripts. Before we leave for the break, let's take the attendance.